Hello my dear beautiful friends. Today we're doing the blonde Morticia Adams makeup for Halloween. So, I am very inspired by this whole idea. I love the Adams family. It's one of the most beautiful and funniest movies that I personally find to be, they are really great, the Addams Family, all versions of it. I grew up just laughing at them infinitely, and then, as I was getting older, it became a little less funny because I keep rewatching it over and over again, and I play piano, and my favorite thing to play is the ba-ba-ba-bum, 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 boom, boom. It's fantastic. I really like even to make jokes with this whole performance. I wasn't really singing. I have a problem with my voice. Today I'm very tired because I've been filming videos for my astrology channel for the past 2.5 days. Basically, I was taking naps in between, but I'm filming, editing, I'm doing the horoscopes for the whole entire year of 2025 coming up, plus the monthly horoscopes that I'm trying to script first for each zodiac sign, and then film, and then, edit and upload. Oh my god, that's a lot, but if you want to follow me on there, subscribe to that channel. The link for it is in the description down below. However, that channel is in Russian, so if you speak Russian, then perfect. You might be really into it, you might like it a lot, and this channel is it's dedicated to both astrology and tarot. It's specific for each and every single one zodiac sign, rising sign, But, you speak Russian, it's perfect. If not, let me know if you want me to do the same videos also in English. It will be twice as much work for me, kind of, But I might enjoy it because I have a lot of free time that I use for things that maybe I feel like filming videos instead would be better. It's just that I'm trying to still get used to the space of filming, editing, scripting, filming, editing, uploading, and then again and again. And it's really hard because I've only been doing YouTube for a year, basically. But if you do speak Russian and love astrology, and the reason why it is in Russian, because there is way more demand for astrology specifically and tarot as well from the Russian-speaking audience, and the English. I searched for those videos, but they get so little views, and it's such a pity. And the only ones that get a lot of views are the tarot readings, and they're all about love. Pick a card, for example. I'm sure you came across one of those. I'm not the type of person who likes to do those videos. I like it more specifically for your zodiac sign. So if you are Russian or speak Russian, understand it, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to that channel. It's great, it's fantastic. Plus, one of the influencers, the creators of such channels, astrology and tarot in Russian, kind of like mine, the ones that are the most successful ones, there was one that won the Best Influencer Award at the Cannes Festival just this year, like last year. And that's a great achievement, and her channel is full in Russian, so you can go global, you can develop. It doesn't have to be in English specifically just because everybody speaks English, But if you are interested in that, because I have real, true talents in terms of astrology and tarot, and I'm always very precise, let me know if I should start posting these videos and potentially create a 4th YouTube channel with astrology and tarot specifically in English. Let me know if you'd like to see it, please comment something down below. And also the 4th channel is meditation music. It's all obviously in English, but there's just music, so just the titles of the videos are in English. And it's perfect because I had a period in my life when I was for a year struggling to get sleep because I was stressed. I didn't, like, even if I slept for 10 hours, 12 hours, I would wake up and feel like I slept for 4 hours. So my sleep quality was damaged because of too much stress, because I'm a student and I'm very determined, and I also push my own limits way too far very, very often. And so that time was terrible. I remember especially in the summer I was just struggling terribly. And so I discovered these meditation musics with binaural, like, beats. It's basically 2 beats, one frequency in 1 year, the other one in this year, and the difference between the frequency, like, for example, 432 frequency or 999 frequency. If I have 2 in this year, the difference, the frequency, that number, the value, actually determines the frequency that you listen to. And so they take in different frequencies who activate different kind of activities in your brain, like super dynamic, low, before falling asleep, sleepy, deep sleep, these frequencies, and then creating a difference between them actually makes this frequency. And it is scientifically proven, because water, if you expose it to certain kind of music, the same water, over time there were real scientific experiments done on this. Basically, the water that hears prayers of any religion, the molecules under the microscope, they change the shape. It's visible. They change, like, literally the shape and the color that comes through, and it's perfect. Like, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and that water has better properties. Even like when you're praying, if you take a cup and literally pray, so that the vibration that you make with your voice actually makes effect on the water, like the water starts moving in the glass, because if you blow on it, the water moves. And then you drink that water, it becomes kind of like holy water, a little bit, like you're charging it with positive energy. And the cussing words, like bad words that were basically influencing that music, to which the other water was exposed, the water starting to literally go bad. Like, the color was dark and the molecules were like all ugly inside, terrible. And this is like after 3 days, a week, I think, or maybe a month, not a very long period of time, exposed the same like the same exact water, the same exact components, everything, maybe even the amount, and like the sound was influencing them. If you want to research that, because I can't find that video right now because I watched it a long time ago, the articles as well, like, if you want to do your own research, do it, please. But actually, it's, it's such an interesting concept. In fact, my YouTube channel with the meditation music, it's not just white noise, green noise, pink noise, brown noise. No, those ones, when I listen to them, I sometimes get nightmares. If I sleep in complete silence, I just feel like I really slept, I really slept, and I'm kind of like plain zero in terms of my mood and my excitement. And it's like hard to, start doing something with enthusiasm that day. It's kind of like that, but I got a good rest. If I fall asleep listening to that music from my own channel, why? Because I saw many channels who have this. They're very successful. They have great music. But those ones, like, none of those melodies are perfect for me. So I made my own. I actually generated my own music that is kind of like theirs, because there is a technique to make that music. And, you get to adjust the volumes of each track. You get to choose the speed, you get to choose the frequencies, you get to choose the type of noise. It's perfect. Like there's ocean waves with that little music. It's kind of like, it's not white noise that you know, there are tortures, literal tortures just with white noise in the military or something, you know. But white noise is also recommended because it neutralizes all of the noise around you. So if you're wearing headphones with no sound isolation, you turn on white noise, the louder it gets, the more noise cancellation you get. You're welcome. But with noise cancellation on your headphones and white noise, somebody could be yelling at your face, you would hardly even hear them. It's crazy. So if you want to get a real good night's sleep and you don't mind the headphones in on your head actually, then, well, that's real silence. But if you're exposed to it for like a couple of days in a row, and that's the only thing you can hear, and you know that you're not controlling this, that becomes a torture. That's what I meant. My music is not like that. My music is, it's beautiful. You know, if you take classical music and those brown noises and everything, the qualities, plus adjusting to frequencies, like literal frequency on top of that, those are three elements, different elements in my music, then you get my music, and you get it, well, the way I like it. You might not necessarily like it all, but I not necessarily like all of the music that I uploaded. I listen to some specific ones that are my favorites. There are many other ones that I personally are so, well, it sounds amazing, but it doesn't really make me feel the way that I want to feel. Like, it doesn't relax me enough, or it relaxes me too much kind of like bothering me, you know. Or maybe I hear the sound of the ocean and I am able to sleep, but if I hear the sound of the rain, it makes me a little scared. For some reason I can't sleep. But I have many different recordings, so you get to choose a lot. Please subscribe to my channel and to that other channel as well. Like my videos and share them everywhere. Like, have a Facebook page and you see one of my videos that you are highly impressed by and really want to share, then feel free to do so. I will be very grateful for that. And obviously your support means everything to me, and I'm really thankful. Even though my channel right now is really small and it's just the beginning of it, I am very grateful for all of your support, and the fact that I got 8 subscribers in the first 24 hours, if I'm not wrong, after just creating my channel and uploading my first video. And that is, like, I'm so grateful to those 8 people who, I mean, if you're still watching and you remember that, then really thank you with all of my heart. That really gave me the boost of confidence that I needed to be consistent with this channel. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So guys, check out the link in the description down below, the first one that says click here. You click there and it's my link tree with all the list of all of my important links, including the YouTube channels, my Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify, and I guess something else that I don't remember exactly, but you can check that out. Also, since I am a professional astrologer and tarot reader, if you are interested and you feel connected to my energy, like I'm making you feel like we could maybe connect and you could positively benefit from me energetically maybe and get some important knowledge, then please write to the email in the description down below. There's an email address and it says for private consultations. So you write to my email, send me an email, write me, I don't know, what's your name, what's your interest, what kind of consultation do you want, and on the basis of your request I'll give you a price. My consultations are affordable, however, the value that you get once you get that knowledge, for example, on how to become financially successful, which I can easily tell you, I have a broad experience of working with so many clients and I was never ever wrong. It's crazy. I was telling, one woman came to me with her husband and she gave me her natal chart, we talked with her, and then she brought her husband and asked me to do it for him as well, and I did it. And her husband, I started looking, I saw the Saturn that really took my attention, grabbed my attention very much. Sorry for my English. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, oh my god, this person, when he was around 29, 30 years old, he got really hurt with a rejection that he faced. It wasn't a rejection, it was more like a failure, or like he didn't work enough for it, and he wasn't paying too much attention to this topic, and he learned a very harsh lesson in that period of time. And the woman goes, oh yeah, he was going to marry somebody, but then it turned out a complete disaster, and he was also ashamed of the outcome, you know. And I'm like, I was shocked at my own abilities, because I literally didn't know the person. I just looked at the chart and I'm saying, like, the first thing that I saw, I just said, and whoa, that's an example. So if you want a private consultation with me, write me an email, and let me also know if you're willing to contact me on Zoom for us to have a private video call. Zoom, I find, is the best platform because it's the most reliable. On Skype, many times you can't find the person. I personally have like 10 Skype accounts because I keep losing the password, you know, and every single time I'm not sure, because I also have my passwords saved but they're not updated, and so whenever I try to give the person my Skype, I'm always ended up giving the wrong one, and then the connection is bad and I don't like it. On Zoom you can share your screen, which is great, and so if you want to connect me on Zoom, it's perfect. Or if you want me to pre-record a video for you, if you want me to write it down for you and send it to you, specify that as well, please. And if you like one section or would like to have like multiple sections with me to go over one topic at a time, which, let's say you really want to go in depth and you really want to think about it with me, with a professional, and do like a 5-session thing where we explore an area of your life every single time, and maybe you have very deep questions, but there are multiple, and maybe you want to see me twice. In that case, you will obviously receive a bundle deal from me, so like a discount, maybe not the price of 2 consultations, but 2 consultations for the price of 1 and 25%, you know, whatever. But anyway, let's get to the makeup. I will roll. If I didn't roll them before, then I'm gonna roll or re-roll all of my inspiration pictures slowly here on the screen so that you can look at them. And basically I thought when I first had this idea that this is my one genius idea, because Morticia Adams, she being blonde, who would ever even dare? Who would ever even think of it? And you know, these are my Italian roots coming up, because you know, pineapple pizza. If you're Italian, whenever you hear things like that, your first immediate reaction inside of you is like a voice going, how will this ever cross anybody's mind? Like, it is so wrong. It's like literally taking something beautiful and instead of making it better, you just take it and mush it and throw it in the trash. That's the reaction. So I assumed that of everybody else, but I was wrong. So the initial Addams Family movie, which is old, I found the pictures of the actress, both in the role with black hair and not in that role with her real blonde hair and beautiful, and they look almost like 2 different people. Plus the cartoons, everything. And one of my favorites is the cartoon where she's blonde. It's crazy. And other Addams, Morticia's, with black hair, but in different movies, different actresses, and I noticed many similarities, mainly the black smoked cat eye with some white here, like in the inner corner, white sparkly silver. I did already 2 makeup videos about this, and I'm tired of it a little bit, at least right now, so forgive me for that, but I'm going to be doing something different. And then I had a doubt, because she always has either black or really dark burgundy red lips, and they're so dark that it is almost depressing, and that is the beauty of the Addams Family, because otherwise there would be no humor. And I'm a huge fan of the Addams Family, I told you, right? It's fantastic. I love playing that on the piano. Let me know if you want me to film a short, maybe, of me playing that on the piano. I will be glad to do it, but only if you request it, because otherwise it's not what I do. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should try, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's move on with the makeup. So I saw some blondes that recreated the same exact Morticia Addams makeup, but with that still the same really dark lip, and it looks terrible, like awful. So I don't want to do that. I want to do a lighter lip for sure, maybe outlined darker or something, but you know, something just as bold, but in the lighter way. On the eyes, I'm not sure what I want to do, but I have these Kimchi Chic, that's the brand, and these are the glitters. I'm not sure what is it, doesn't really say. One is in the shade GS03 and the other one is GS02. The names of the shades: the pinkish purplish one is Super Bloom, and the white kind of thing is Supernova. Those are the ones that I like the most. I'm going to open them for you, and let's see. Okay, if you put them on the eyes, which one suits me better? I'm still not wearing any foundations. I think this one is kind of like, nah, not really. This one's better, it's more neutral toned. But it is very, like, it's literal liquid diamonds, straight out of the ocean kind of diamonds. Like almost a, you know, like a mermaid scale. I'm not sure if you can see it well, but I really hope you can. Will it focus? Oh, okay, whatever. And the pinkish purplish, I hope you can see the difference in color on camera. But I mean, it's crazy, and I will make a short about these and a super duper trick that should be a viral trend in my opinion, and I'll do that I'm sorry. If you subscribe to this channel, you will see it 100% sure. Or on my Instagram, I'm not sure if I'm going to post this specific thing there, but on the TikTok, yes. So go follow me on there too, or at least check out my account. You might find some inspiration for you. I am all about art, beauty, and health, and, you know, health and beauty and fitness maybe, but not as much. Like the inner beauty, the health, you know, not beauty in terms of makeup and everything. However, I'm a big fan as well. Come on, what do I post on this channel? Makeup, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do that thing in the short, so make sure that you are subscribed, not to miss it. It's a really cool trick, and I think it's a new trend. Oh, come on. So I am thinking, let's look at my face. I just freshly washed my hair and let it completely naturally air dry. I just cut it, so remember I was saying that I was going to go get a haircut, and then in the end I was like, I don't know the date, I'm not sure when, I did it, okay? So we are doing this Halloween that hopefully will be an inspiration to you, because you do not have to use the same products as me, absolutely not. You do not have to use the same colors and shades like me. However, the fact that you can take that just dark cat eye smoky eye with that just white glitter, and guys, I'm sorry, but my camera just did a very weird thing and I had to start recording again. I apologize, I forgot what I was saying, but that you basically, if we right now reason together about how we can deconstruct this look and put it together so that you literally, obviously, are Morticia Adams for Halloween, but you are not using her exact look. You know what I mean? I think the biggest thing is the hair. Literally the hair. And I have a wig and I will put it on later for you to see the final product. But right now we need to think, because she has a very basic makeup. Really basic. It's a smoky eye. Maybe for me it's basic, for you not, but it's really basic. It's nothing crazy. However, and you know why? Because they were shooting a movie, so every single day they have to get back into their costumes and doing something really complicated and artistic for that. It's not a music video, no, it's like years of doing the same thing every day. They have to do something simple yet really eye-catching and that really communicates the message of that movie. So you don't have to do anything complicated, just let's reason. Can you do it in pink? Maybe, but I don't know, like, let's think about it. So we should begin with the makeup. I hope you enjoyed the images of my inspiration. I'm gonna throw them on the screen again, hopefully, if I don't forget while editing. But you can probably see, so that I remind you, and let's reason together. I don't have them in front of me right now because I'm doing something else with my computer and with my iPad. Both are busy, so I can't be recording, and my phone too, so I can't. But I remember them. So let's begin. I will begin with my usual base, and by the way, I think I'm going to change the topic because last time that I was trying to order the concealer that I love so much on the Clinique website, and my favorite foundation is this one right here, which is the Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup foundation. Matte foundation. This is silicone based or water based. I think it's silicone based. It is perfect. It does not dry your skin. It keeps it moist. Yet it is matte, yet it looks like your skin. And my perfect match is shade CN10 Alabaster, okay? And this thing plus their concealer in the same shade makes me look perfect. Like, I'm not wearing any makeup at all, nothing on the skin, nothing. It looks like I'm wearing nothing at all, but I look perfect, and the quality of this is better than anything else. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. No, not for me, because it runs off of my face too much. Like, it begins to melt throughout the day fast, and no matter how much I powder it, I still can't get that full coverage as this. Just make sure that you don't keep it somewhere really cold, because then it becomes really hard, like any makeup. Keep it in a warm place. Maybe if you have a heater in your house, try to store it like somewhere on a shelf close to that heater, for example, or don't put your makeup near a window that you open often. So that. And I want to repurchase their concealer, so soon you will see me with that concealer. For now, I'm using the star-shaped tape because on their website I didn't see it, and the ones that they have in Sephora of Clinique products, they don't have this foundation, they don't have that concealer that I like. So I just go on the Clinique website and purchase off of there, and I get a lot of rewards, way more generous than Sephora. So, and Paula's Choice that just came into Sephora, keep in mind they have a website of their own, and I've been shopping there for years, way before they made it into Sephora. And there, it's a little complicated, it's tricky with the rewards, because it's kind of like they update their website way too often and they get lost somehow, the rewards, you know what I mean? Especially if you don't order for more than 6 months, they're lost. So you have to frequently order from them, and they cost a lot. Like, it's not luxury, but $50 for a cream kind of like this, $20 for a body lotion, $30 or $40 for a serum, and on and on and on. And all of their products are awesome, amazing, better than anything else. It's the most consistent brand, in my opinion. And you kind of want to purchase everything, and you know, you like using it, so you use a lot of it, and it gives results. So if they were a little bit better with their discount and, you know, rewards, points, a little bit better, more efficient, because sometimes they get lost, you don't get a lot of them, blah blah blah. If they could improve that, I think people would be shopping directly off of their website, and they really didn't need to go into Sephora. It's just too expensive for a brand. They just want recognition. They're not really widely known. I wouldn't have found out about them if it wasn't for one of my friends back in high school. I had a pimple, and I was tired, so I didn't shower before popping it. So my pores were really closed, and I popped it, and then it started, like, you know, irritating even more. And it's because the steam of the shower helps to open the pores, and your pimples come right out. Just you have to press until you see lots of blood coming out, so that you know you got all of the infection out, and then you disinfect it and put some salicylic acid on top. I didn't know about salicylic acid back then. I was like 17 maybe, and my friend, I came into her dorm room, and she like was using that toner, and I asked her, what are you using it for? She's like, for my pimple right here. And I'm like, oh my god, can I try? Because I have this thing that's bothering me so much. And she let me try it. The inflammation faded in 10 minutes, and it never came back. And it was a Paula's Choice thing. And I then asked her, what is this? And then I started using Paula's Choice. I think I'm talking way too much, because in my timer it shows that I've been filming for 35 minutes and I did not even take a break. Think about that, huh? My god. Might do a two-part video at this point, actually. Whatever, I'll keep filming. So, tart-shaped tape, it is. But I don't like it as much as the Clinique. This has more coverage and it's a little bit more firm, but it is more cakey than this concealer. It is not cakey at all, but it is more cakey when you're blending it out. Too much of the pigment comes off, you can see your skin underneath, yet the product is still on there, and you have to keep buffing it out, putting another layer, buffing it out, putting another layer for like 3 times, sometimes 5 times in a row, especially here. Otherwise it's not, the texture is not natural enough for me. With this concealer, but I mean this is the foundation, the Clinique concealer, it is just one swipe, blend with your fingers, because it's not as disgusting as this to touch with your fingers. It's literally silicone based and it's oil free, so it cannot irritate your skin at all, okay? Not at all. And yeah, and then you just powder it and it's perfect. You can go over the sponge and then you only need 1 layer maximum, and that's it, and it's perfect. Coverage, I mean, it's more efficient, it's just less concentrated, but anyway, maybe more, who knows. But this thing, it's just way too cakey. It's not smooth enough, you know what I mean? But I still love it, especially because it's satisfying to apply it. Oh. You don't squeeze it out like the Clinique one. So my goal, excuse me, I have a Starbucks cup and I need to drink from it. See, I don't have a filter on my face. I'm just saying that because many of my friends tell me to put the filter off when I film my Instagram stories many times, but I actually don't have a filter on. Sometimes I do, but you can tell it's not my real face because it's like, but I really don't. So, you know, like if you do like this, if I had a filter, the lashes would be on my hand, lips now would be on my hand here, you know what I mean. So, and I think I look so much prettier as I am than with any filter in this world. I haven't found one that is great enough for me. Maybe I should make my own, who knows. please follow me on Instagram so that I will be relevant enough to actually, invest into something like this, making my own filter, promoting it, and really getting some recognition off of that. Because otherwise I feel like I'll make my own filter, but then what? So few people will see it, very little will use it, then, and I don't need it because it's literally my face. What's the point? I'd rather invest my time into posting what I usually post. It is very highly appreciated, and I appreciate it. Okay, this is going to be a 2-part video, of course, because I've been talking for 40 minutes, okay? So I'm not even going to get into makeup right now. There's going to be a part 2 that I'm going to post simultaneously with the first part, so that you can watch the second part immediately, because I'm pretty sure that you've been listening to me for 40 minutes, waiting desperately to see this whole makeup, and nothing happened. And it would be rude if I now did like the first maybe steps of the makeup and then did the part 2, and then people would have to swipe through this video to find where is it, and then get frustrated. So I'm not even going to begin right now. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee, a sip of my water, there's water in here, and a metallic straw, because we are eco-friendly. And you know where I purchased this thing? So cool looking. See, it's a Starbucks in Beijing, China, in Starbucks there. I never saw such a nice thing outside of China, actually. Maybe I didn't look well enough, but I never saw such a pretty one in the US. Refillable, reusable. It's not really a bottle, it's kind of like a cup bottle, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to focus now and do my makeup. Please go watch also the second part. Don't be mad at me that I've been talking for so long and not doing anything, but I did give you lots of good advice. So put a like to this video and also to the next one to support me and share these videos. They are great, and many of your friends will truly appreciate you sharing them for them to see them. Because there are a lot of good advices and lots of precious knowledge in my video, and beauty hacks and any hacks really. And remember that if you do want a private consultation with me, then the link and the email address are both in the description down below. The link to subscribe to my YouTube channels, to follow me on my social media, but also to write an email and then see in the links there are also the currently acceptable by me payment methods, so that you know if you don't have access to any of those payment options, then maybe you should tell me about this if you want a consultation, and write me an email and we can figure something else out, like a wire transfer, for example, or whatever, Okay, I love you so much, and I'll see you in the second part of this video. Just in a second, hopefully.